What's going on, friends and NBA betting lovers? My name is Eric. This is Free NBA Daily Bets, the podcast and the daily YouTube show. I'm back from vacation. I'm back in the grind. Yesterday was a really nice day. Phoenix Suns covered the minus 12.5. Houston Rockets covered the first quarter, first half, and full game spread plus money. And then the Warriors covered the plus 7.5. Timberwolves. That game, so annoying. It's my big play, 5-unit max bet. They did not cover and they did not push because Kyrie Irving hit a meaningless 3 at the buzzer, and they gave up a lot of offensive rebounds and couldn't hit their free throws. So they really did not deserve to cover that game. Such is life. But we move on. Before we move on, drop a like, drop a comment, subscribe to the channel, show some love. All my official communication, all my official bets that are released for the NFL and the NBA are at Twitter at Easy Money Wins. And with that, let's get into today. We got a game starting at 2 o'clock Eastern Time. The game's in Paris, France. We got the Spurs and the Pacers. Spurs and Pacers at Paris, France. So obviously we know Wembanyama is French, or you should know that he's French. So that's kind of a little angle there. Spurs are completely healthy. Let's take a look at their schedule. It looks like they're playing 2 games in France, guys. Let me just double check that to make sure, because they're playing Saturday and there's a little asterisk by it as well. Wow, tickets are $840 a pop. That is wild. So, yeah, I think they're playing again in France on Saturday. Maybe they're playing in a different location in France. But that's what it's kind of showing me. So, okay, anyways, back to the game. San Antonio's lost 3 in a row. Not good fashion either. They kind of got them blown out in these games. And all the starters have played. At Miami, they got blown out. Then they lost to Memphis twice at home. Sorry, guys, I'm still kind of battling my cold. All right, the Pacers, let's take a look at them real quick. They're completely healthy. And they are in really good form still. They've only lost 2 games since Sunday, December 29th. And those were to Milwaukee and Cleveland. So 2 really good teams. So, and the 2 losses before that was at Boston and Oklahoma City. So their last bad loss was Sunday, December 8th against Charlotte Hornets at home. Since then, all 4 of their losses have been to the top teams in the NBA: Oklahoma City, Boston, Milwaukee, and Cleveland. So, I mean, I guess what I'm saying is I'm leaning already Pacers -3, but it's just that whole the Spurs really, really compete hard, and I don't know. I feel like it's kind of a sneaky Spurs spot. I kind of like the Spurs, honestly. Kind of like the Spurs, but I think whoever loses this game, I'll just bet the team on Saturday to win that game. So I think that's how I'll play this game. I probably won't touch it. Let's see what the total is. 230.5. I don't know how these international games go for the NBA, if they go over the number or under the number. I'm not really sure. I know San Antonio's been giving up a lot of points. Indiana's been playing lower scoring games recently. A lot of lower scoring games, actually. They've been going under the number a lot recently. Let's see what they're at over under on the trends. We got San Antonio 21-20, Indiana 22-20. So right around 500. I kind of like over 230. 229.5 I even see. Yeah, I kind of like that. Or even like the Spurs team total over. I kind of like that. I might bet that. The Spurs team total over. I kind of like that, guys. I'll think about it. I got a couple hours. Okay, next game up. We got a lot of games up. Oh, and before I get to the next games, because I've been kind of highlighting this every time I get on the podcast, just look at the team. So, like, yesterday was kind of an aberration because a lot of teams won but did not cover. Normally that's not the case, but yesterday it was. So Detroit won and covered outright. Obviously, as the underdog. Phoenix did, so that's 2-0. Minnesota did not, so that's 2-1. Houston, they won and covered right as an outdog, so that's 3-1. Memphis, I don't know how they didn't cover. They were literally up 30 at halftime, and they only won the game by 12. The spread was 12.5, so they did not cover, but they won. So it's 3-2. OKC won, did not cover, 3-3. And then Sacramento couldn't win and cover as a favorite. So that was 3-4. And then Boston won and covered as a favorite. Did not win and cover. So that's 3-5. So literally 5 teams that were favored, won but did not cover. It's really rare, guys. That's the most that I've seen since I've been doing this daily recap of that. So normally, if you could pick the team that win, they're going to cover most normally, even with the high point spread. But yesterday was not the case. Okay, moving on. Let's keep it moving. We got the Portland Trailblazers at the Orlando Magic. Let's take a look at the injury situation for the Portland Trailblazers. A lot of people on there. We got Chris Murray questionable, Kamara questionable, Klingen's ruled out, DeAndre Ayton is questionable, Anthony Simons is questionable. So that's a lot of people there. I guess worst case scenario, you still have Scoot Henderson, Shaden Sharp, Denny Avdija, Jeremy Grant, Robert Williams. They have enough guys there, but I know Orlando is off a lot of losses, I believe. I don't think they won yet. Let's see. Franz Wagner, I think, is going to play today, guys. Let's see. Gary Harris is questionable. Jet Howard's questionable. Goga Bitadze is doubtful. Cole Anthony is questionable. Jonathan Isaac is questionable with an illness. Those two guys have illnesses. Franz Wagner's questionable. Jalen Suggs will not play. So they'll probably trot out there Anthony Black, Contavious Caldwell-Pope, Tristan Da Silva, Paulo Banchero, Wendell Carter Jr. That's enough for me. And then we'll hope that Cole Anthony, Jonathan Isaac, Franz Wagner, and Gary Harris can play. And Cole Anthony. Yeah, I already said that. Yeah, if those guys play, I feel really confident in the Magic getting this done just because they have lost 4 in a row. Now they're at home and finally getting an easy opponent. This is a smash spot for Orlando. Definitely going to be on the Magic here, guys. I don't even know what the spread is yet. No back-to-back either. They play Saturday at home against Detroit. Let me just take a look real quick at Portland. They've won 2 in a row. Oh my gosh, guys. This is a smash spot, guys. I hope this spread. And they play at Charlotte on Friday. So this is a first of a back-to-back for them. Please, I hope the spread is not in the 10 and the double digits. It's -8. Okay, that's not awful. I'll be on the Magic -8 for sure. Over-under is 212. I love the what is it? Team total under for the Portland Trailblazers. It'll be 106 -4, 102.5. Okay, I love under 102.5. I love the first half under whatever that's going to be. Probably like 50.5. I think the Magic win with defense. They like to win with defense in general, so I think they get that done with defense, guys. Orlando's smash spot, guys. Even though the Trailblazers have been playing better, I watched that Chicago game on Sunday. Chicago was lifeless in the second half. Kudos to Portland for taking advantage of that, but Chicago was lifeless. And then at Miami, Miami's a mess right now with the whole Jimmy Butler situation. So I think this is a great spot for the Orlando Magic off 4 straight losses, and then Portland's kind of playing above their heads right now. I love Orlando Magic today, guys. Okay, let's keep it going. Just a second, I want to write that down real quick. Okay, Orlando. That's going to be a first quarter, first half full game too, guys. Portland, team total under. Okay, let's keep it going. Next game up, we have the Miami Heat at the Milwaukee Bucks. Let's take a look at Miami's injury situation. I know Tyler Hero popped up on there. Jimmy Butler got suspended again. It looks like they're going to trade him very quickly, guys. I think they're looking to finalize that sooner than later. So, yeah, Tyler Hero is the only other guy with a groin. He's probable. So he's probably going to play. They need him to play if they want to have a chance in this game. Everyone else healthy. Now, Khalil Ware and Bam Adebayo, I kind of really like that, guys. Khalil Ware, I've always liked him as a rookie. He hasn't had a lot of opportunity, but, I mean, he got 15 rebounds last game, and they're going to need him in this game against Milwaukee. And so the Heat are in really bad form. They've lost 4 out of their last 5 games. Yeah, not good, guys, not good. They kind of been letting go of the rope, letting go of the rope a little bit, guys, at the end of these games and losing by like double digits. So not good for them. Let's check out Milwaukee's injury report, their current form. Giannis is on there. AJ Green is on there. Giannis is, I think he'll be okay, guys. Now, they've had a lot of time off. Chris Middleton's probable. AJ Green. His injury report's kind of old. They're saying it's from the Pelicans game. They missed the Pelicans game because of the weather in New Orleans. It was snowing in New Orleans. Go figure, right? They have won 4 in a row. They haven't played since Sunday, so they've had 3 days off. Now they're at home against Miami. Then they go on the road Saturday to the West Coast for 4 games. Okay, nothing too crazy. Last game against Miami, they won 106-103 on the NBA Cup night. Man, that NBA Cup feels like a lifetime ago, guys. So that was the last time they played. But I don't think Miami's looking for revenge. I mean, Miami's going to try to play hard, guys. Don't get me wrong. They're going to try to play hard. I really do believe that. But I don't know. They're a mess right now. I can't bet them until they maybe I can't bet them at home until Jimmy Butler's gone. Because when they were on their last road trip, they played really well. And Jimmy Butler wasn't there with them. And same situation here. He's not on the road with them again. So maybe this plus 7.5, Miami plus 7.5 has some legs to it. Kind of like that, actually, now I'm looking at it. I'm not going to bet it, guys, but I could only look Miami plus 7.5. They played really well on the road without Jimmy Butler last time. He's a distraction right now. So with him not on the team, I can only look plus 7.5. Over-under's 225. Well, let's take a look at this over-under real quick. Miami is, wow, heavy to the over, 24-18. It's kind of un-Miami-like. And then Milwaukee is even money, 21-20 to the over-under, so 50%. So 226 is this over-under. 225.5. I kind of lean under. So the last couple games, they've played some fast teams, but then when they played slow teams on the road, they went under against the Clippers and the Lakers, and they went under against Utah and Portland and Golden State. I like the under, guys. I actually might bet that. That in Milwaukee with 3 days rest, like, they were in a good groove. Their good groove kind of got snapped a little bit, with this little day off that they have. They might not be as sharp here because they were scoring a ton of points. I mean, offensively, they were in a freaking amazing groove. They scored 130, 122, 130, 123. Like, those are the last 4 games. And 2 of them were against really good defensive teams in Orlando and Philadelphia. The other 2 against Sacramento and Toronto. But, man, I like that under, guys. I think Milwaukee's shooting a little bit above their heads right now. I know Miami's going to try to play really good defense to try to give a good effort. I might get there with that under, guys. Under 225.5. Let me write that down. Under 225.5. I like that. Or just Miami team or Milwaukee team total under. I do like that, guys, because, oh man, I have to think about that. But yeah, I can only look Miami plus 7.5 and then the game under. All right, next game up. We have the Toronto Raptors at the Atlanta Hawks. Toronto is pretty healthy. It's just Emmanuel Quickly and Oshai Agbaji are on the report. Agbaji's questionable and Quickly will not play. But he hasn't been playing, and RJ Barrett and Scotty Barnes do really well distributing the ball, so I'm not worried about that. And then they still got a pretty good bench. Bruce Brown, Davion Mitchell, Boucher, Kelly Olynyk. So I kind of like them. I like him here, huh? They're okay. Let me see what their current form is. They've won 3 out of the last 4. They're doing well. Now, those 3 wins were at home. On the road, they've been getting smacked up. Smacked up. Lost by Milwaukee by 18, at Detroit by 9, at Cleveland by 7, at New York by 14. Oh, man. But dang, I mean, at home, and they were down 20 points to Orlando in the first quarter, I think, on Tuesday, and they came back and won it. So this game, these 2 teams do play at Atlanta again on Saturday, so it's a home and home, whatever you want to call that. And then Atlanta, let's check them out. They lost last night, so I don't know the full injury report situation for them. They've lost 2 in a row. Huh. They've lost 2 in a row. I don't know if Jalen Johnson's going to play. I don't know if he's going to play, guys, because he was questionable last night, and he's kind of been battling injury stuff. So, yeah, he played 38 minutes. Trae Young played 40 minutes yesterday. Dyson Daniels, 33 minutes. DeAndre Hunter, 30 minutes. So, I mean, dang, that's a lot of minutes for Johnson and Trae Young. And that game didn't even go into overtime. They were down a lot. Jeez, man, they were down 22 points at the beginning of the third quarter, and beginning of the fourth quarter to Detroit. They probably come out give a really freaking big effort tonight. I need to wait to see who's going to play for Atlanta before I can even touch that game. Coming off 2 straight losses, and before that they were playing pretty well too. So, let's see what the spread is. -4.5. That's it. Nah, I gotta bet Atlanta -4.5. Everyone's playing. I think they pull out that win. I think they do. It might be close. I think they pull it out. Even though these 2 teams did just play recently, and Atlanta whooped their ass. I forgot about that. I still think I gotta play Atlanta -4.5 just as a. Well, maybe. Well, if Atlanta loses this game, we'll just come back on Saturday and bet them again. Over under. I don't know, guys. I'm actually going back and forth on this. Toronto's just not good on the road. That's the thing. Like, they're not tough on the road. That's where I don't think. Like, they're tough at home. That's why I like Atlanta here, even on a short rest. I do respect this Raptors team. Don't get me wrong. I like this Raptors team, but the same healthy Raptors team on the road, they just don't perform. They just don't do it. So I don't trust them. Over unders 233.5. Let me see. I like that over. Back to back. Yeah, them on the road. Toronto on the road gives up points. I like that over. Let me write that down. That might be the play right there, guys. As long as we get enough scoring from Atlanta, we should be good. Over 233. Yeah, as long as we get enough players playing for Atlanta, I like that over 233 a lot. All right, next game. We have the Dallas Mavericks at the Oklahoma City Thunder. All right, let me see here. Now, a lot of people didn't play yesterday for the Mavericks. Najee Marshall didn't play. Klay Thompson didn't play. Jaden Hardy didn't play. So we're going to have to see if they play today. If those guys play, I feel a lot better about the Mavericks having a chance to cover this big spread. Let me see here. They've lost 2 in a row. They've lost 5 out of their last 6. They've only won 3 games in their last, like 14 games, something like that. It's not good. It's not good, guys. They're kind of in free fall. I'm mad at myself for not betting that future under when as soon as Luka went out. I was mad I didn't do that, guys. I missed the boat on that. This team's in some serious trouble right now. Yang. Let's see how many minutes they played last night. I mean, the travel from Dallas to OKC is really nothing too much. Let's see. 38 minutes Kyrie, 36 Quentin Grimes, 33 Daniel Gafford, 36 PJ Washington, Spencer Dinwiddie, 32. I mean, OKC did play last night as well. Let me see here. Isaiah Joe looks to be questionable. They've lost 2. No, they just won 2 in a row at home. This is their last of the 3-game homestand. Then they fly out west really quickly for 2 games. Okay, let me see how many minutes they played against Utah. Okay. We got 37 for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He scored 54 points last night. Jalen Williams, 36 minutes. Lou Dort, 32. Cason Wallace, 36 minutes. I mean, they're at home. They're young. They usually handle these back-to-backs really, really well. I'm not really nervous about that at all. Let me see. No, these 2 teams have played 2 times already. Let me see when they last played. Dallas. Oh, yeah, they just played on Friday. Oh, and OKC lost to them. 106-98. Oh, that's because they sat everybody. That's right. They sat everybody. And then they beat Dallas Tuesday, December 10th. And they lost Sunday, November 17th. So this is for OKC to tie up the series. I think OKC wins. This might be one of those games where OKC wins and Dallas covers. We'll have to see if Kyrie plays, guys, because Kyrie on these back-to-backs, he's not playing. So I don't know if Kyrie's going to play in this game. We'll have to manage that. The over-under is 221. Feels a little low. That feels a little low. OKC has been going over their point totals here recently. A lot of them. And Dallas went over last night too. I don't know. I still feel like it's a little low. I just got to see who's playing for all of them. I got to see who's playing for all of them for Dallas. I think everybody plays for OKC. But, I mean, you never know with these back-to-backs, guys. You never know. Dallas is an under team right now, 21-23. And OKC is 22-21. Probably going to stay off that game, guys. Okay. Next game up. 4 games left. We got the Kings, Sacramento Kings, at the Denver Nuggets. And this line got up way too high for me, guys. I don't like this line where it is. It's like minus 8.5. Everyone for the Kings played last night against the Warriors when they came back from like 20 points down or almost 20 points down. They've won. Man, Mike Brown got to be so pissed, guys. I'd be pissed. I mean, I know I say it a lot on this podcast, but it's just BS. It's like, how you guys going to quit on Mike Brown, man? Like, and then all of a sudden you say, oh, yeah, now we're going to decide to win a lot of games. It's like, it's soft. It's very soft. But kudos to Christie, the new interim head coach. He's really getting them to play hard. These NBA players are so soft mentally, man. Yeah, they only have 1 loss since Monday, December 30th. It's crazy, guys. So, yeah, they start a 6-game road trip here. They're going Denver, then out east, then back Midwest, then finish in Minnesota Monday, February 3rd. So they're gone for a while, guys. They're gone for a while. Let's check how many minutes they all played last night. All right, everybody played a lot of minutes. The starters played a lot of minutes. Monk, 38, Fox, 36, Keegan Murray, 34, DeMar DeRozan, 39, Domantas Sabonis, 39. So, I mean, I know some of these Kings players have been sitting out back-to-backs recently. They may sit a couple guys here. They may do that. Wow, look at the Nuggets. They are completely healthy, guys. Completely healthy. Look at them. That's crazy. Okay, so these two teams haven't played since Mike Brown basically got fired after this game, I believe it was. So I don't know if that adds any incentive. And they won by 1 point. Sacramento, squandered that lead. They haven't played except that game. So Sacramento was up 7 minutes in that first game on Monday, December 16th. They were up like 7 points with about like 2 minutes to go, and then they somehow lost that game to the Nuggets. So that might be some extra added motivation. But man, just traveling last night after that game against Golden State where they had to battle back in the third and fourth quarter to win that game, that's a lot of energy to exert. And then also Denver's just rolling right now, too. I just think the spread's just a little too high. I kind of hope, I don't know, guys. With that spread this high, with injury up in the air with Sacramento, like, no back-to-back for the Nuggets. Like, minus 8.5 just feels a little too high, guys. It's just a little too high for a Kings team that's just, like, really rolling right now. Like, I mean, that's just a big-ass number, guys. I don't like that number. I feel like this number should be like closer to -5 if everyone's playing for the Kings, maybe -6, but minus 8.5. That's a steep number, guys. If people for the Kings get ruled out and then the line goes like -10, okay, I like -10. If that happens, over under is 241.5. I could see a lot of points here. I could see Denver trying to run them out of the gym. I could definitely see that. Probably not going to get there with it, though, guys. Okay. Next game up, we have the Boston Celtics at the Los Angeles Lakers. And Boston played last night. They were bullshitting around against the against the Clippers, who basically sat everybody. They only won 117, 113 in overtime. See, that's what I'm saying, man. These teams, and Boston's notorious for this stuff, guys. They won't take teams serious at all. And then they end up losing these games recently, or they just like barely win like they did last night. So Tatum played 43, Jaylen Brown played 39, Derek White 42. They sat Horford and Porzingis and Drew Holiday, so they'll definitely play today. That's how they do it, guys. They're so good that they said like their three best players, and then they'll play those players the next day and sit the other three best players. So I would expect Jason Tatum, Derek White, Jaylen Brown to probably be questionable coming into today. Al Horford, Porzingis, and Holiday, they're probably going to play, guys. Okay, let's take a look at the Lakers situation here. Anthony Davis, LeBron James are probable. Jared Vanderbilt, I think, is going to make his season debut today or on Saturday. I think it's Saturday. Let's see here. So they've won 3 out of their last 4. They have not covered a lot of games recently, guys. They've only covered 2 games in their past 7, something like that. They play Saturday at Golden State, and then they go on a road trip for a while. So, do they play Boston already this year? No, right? This is their first time playing Boston. Okay. Well, even though they're winning, they're not covering a lot of spreads right now. I get the Celtics at home. Celtics are going to be locked and loaded. Let's take a look here at the spread. All right, the spread is -5 for Boston, -4.5, I see. The only thing is that I talked about this yesterday on the podcast, is that the Celtics are just BSing around right now. I said they're literally basically 500 in their past 20 games, essentially somewhere around there. They're like 12-9 in their last 21 games, and they're not doing well. They're not stringing together wins. They're going win loss win loss win loss. So I mean, I like Boston to win, guys. I do. I don't think the Lakers are in that great of form right now. Boston's the better team if they want to put their mind to it. I can only look Boston here. I think Boston wins this game. I think the number's a little too short. I think it's a good number. Don't get me wrong. I do think it's a good number, but like I said, usually teams that win, if you can pick the winner, they're most likely going to cover the spread. And if this line was at -7, -6.5, I'd be like, it's a little too high. Where I kind of like the Lakers, but this line, to me, I think the value's on the Celtics. I think they can win this game. Over under is it 218? I think that's way too low. 218. Both these teams have been playing defense, but with the back-to-back, it's kind of like a home back-to-back. I don't know. Lakers haven't been scoring a lot. They've not been scoring a lot. Let's see the over-under trends. Clippers are worse than the NBA. It's 16. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong team. Boston is 19-25, 43% to the over, 57% to the under. Lakers are 54% to the under, 19-22. I do like that over for some reason. I'm going to put that down, guys. Or maybe Boston team total's the way to go tonight. Over 218. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot, actually. Okay. Let me see here. We got 2 games left, guys. 2 games left, and then we'll hop off and make some money tonight, huh? What do you guys say? Let's see. We got the Chicago Bulls. Now the Golden State Warriors. So, like I said, the Warriors played last night. And with them playing last night, like Curry has not been playing these back-to-backs. He really has not. Draymond Green didn't play last night. They've lost 2 in a row. They've lost 4 out of their last 6 games. Dang, man, they've just been losing a crap ton of games. Gosh, so annoying. As a Warriors fan, it's just like, come on, guys. So this will be the start of a 6-game homestand for them. Wow. 6-game homestand, man. And before the All-Star break, they really got to make this shake. Oh, then they go out on the road for a lot of games for the All-Star break. Okay. Let's take a look at real quick at how many minutes they played last night. Curry played 34, Andrew Wiggins 38. Everyone else less than 30 minutes. They really platooned a lot of players yesterday. Oh my gosh, guys. I want to bet the Warriors really badly. I don't think Curry's going to play. If Curry plays, oh yeah, I will be on them. So we'll check for the injury report for the Warriors. We'll see what happens with Curry and Draymond Green. For the Bulls, Dosunmu's questionable. Kobe White's not expected to play. He's doubtful. So let's see what the Bulls are in. They lost 5 in a row, but then they just beat the Clippers on Monday. This is their last road game. They're not really good at stringing together wins either, guys. They're not. The whole season, they've only had 1, 2, 3, 4 times where they won back-to-back games. I think Golden State plays inspired, guys. I want to bet Golden State really badly here. The spread's -1.5. That indicates to me that Steph Curry's not going to play. we'll see how that shakes out. The total 229. I kind of like it under. The Bulls haven't been playing super fast. They haven't been scoring a lot either. Yeah, I like it under this number, guys. Let me see what I know. The Golden State's an under team, 19-24, and the Bulls have come down. Yeah, see, they've come down a lot. Where are they at here on the over under? Chicago. Dang, they're 20-24. That's crazy, guys. Chicago used to be a huge over team. They won the most in the NBA, and now they're right above Golden State. So these teams are both under teams right now. I still like this game under. I think that's a little too much. I think Golden State plays a lot of defense tonight, trying to win this game on a back-to-back, not trying to run with Chicago. Okay, last game up. We got the Washington Wizards at the Clippers. Make this one quick, guys. Over-under is 224. Spread is minus 13.5. Clippers didn't play anybody last night against the Celtics. Basically punted that game, and they still almost ended up winning. James Harden, Norman Powell, Kawhi Leonard, Zubac, Batum, Chris Dunn. I don't think any of those guys played yesterday. Gonna have to check to see who plays today for them. I think a lot of those guys do play tonight. They weren't missing games before, so I don't know why they just decided to punt the game against Boston. That's kind of weak, right? Just like, oh, yeah, we don't have a chance against Boston. Let's not play them. And they were off a loss to the Bulls, too. So they probably smoked the Wizards tonight. I might actually get there with this. I'm trying to step out and take bigger spreads. And so I might step out here and do this. They play Saturday against Milwaukee at home. The Clippers do. For the Wizards, I don't even care who's playing, guys. Honestly, at this point, who cares? Wow, they've lost a lot. And that's what I was saying. I was saying they're not going to win a game on this road trip. My goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They've lost 11 in a row. It'll be 12 tonight. It'll be 12. They haven't covered a spread since Golden State, though. They covered against Phoenix, so 2-2 against the spread, 2-3, 2-4, 2-5, 3-5 in their last 8. 3-5 in their last 8. Yeah, 3-5 in the last 8. I don't know, guys. Who cares about this game, honestly, right? I can only look Clippers minus 14, minus 13.5 because the Wizards are still one of the worst NBA teams against the spread. It's 16-24. Yeah, guys, I'm staying off that game, most likely. Okay, that's it, guys. Appreciate y'all for listening. Please drop a like, follow, comment, subscribe. I'll see you tomorrow.